I'm Marcus James, and this is my wife, Morgan. So we're kind of a mix. I'm actually from St. Charles. I've lived here most of my life, with the exception of like 6 years living out of town. And
I am from Biloxi, Mississippi, and I moved to St. Louis area in 2018.
we kind of toured a few churches. We knew we were looking for a Methodist church, but not much more than that. And we toured a few different churches, and we came to First St. Charles one Sunday and knew this was it.
I think what I liked about this church the most was that it has a very traditional atmosphere and feel when you walk in the door in the sanctuary, but the message was very progressive and modern. He works nights, I work days, so our schedules are really wonky. So finding a middle of the week Bible study was really difficult for us. So we felt that the best way for us to get involved was to continue that involvement on Sundays, and we became part of the welcome team. We felt like it was the easiest for us in our schedule, and it allowed us to get to know other members a lot quicker than we probably would have otherwise.
We have such an educated pastoral staff, and they're so good at breaking the message down, making it into layman's terms, and it's something that, I don't feel like I'm ever bored. I know like there's always the joke about, the Sunday sermon. I don't feel like I ever feel like I'm not connected, like I'm not following along very well, and that's one of the things I enjoy. I would say there's probably two words. One would be welcoming and one would be inclusive. I feel like there's something for everyone here. I don't feel like anybody could come to church for more than 1 or 2 Sundays and not feel like they're at home. I think all age groups, ethnicities, sexual orientation, everything, there's something here for everyone. And I think that is important in tying a community together, is you have to be able to find that common ground, and we have that here.
I would say probably one of the biggest resources that we plan to use is the one we're discussing now, is the Early Childhood Center. That's something we really look forward to our children one day being a part of. And for us to continue to grow our church community with other families that utilize this investment that we've taken.
When you talk about you're investing in the building, it's investing in the community, because the people that utilize this building are us, our neighbors, our pastors, our police officers, our teachers. It's really our community as a whole. And so I feel like by investing in First St. Charles, you're investing in your community as well. Certainly, I tend to be long-term financial minded, so I love the idea of reducing debt, because it allows you a lot more capital to do the things you want to do. Of course, we want, the improvements to the building, but we want to also be able to do other things with the community as well. So by paying off debt and investing in our building, it kind of frees up more capital to work with the community. I know we've partnered with Lincoln Elementary, which is huge. The showers of blessing, that's a big one. Those are all things I think that are very important, and that will allow more money to do those things.
This church has been around for 200 years. There's been many individuals and families that have invested their time and their resources to this church, this building, and this community, so that we may reap the benefit of it currently. And so we just feel like it's our duty as members of this church to continue to invest our tithes, our time, just as people did before us, so that we may leave our own legacy on this church. So 200 years from now, other families and individuals are able to reap the benefit of our investments. One word that comes to mind is urgency for me. The next generation is only 5 years behind us. It's only 10 years behind us. And, $1.7 million is a lot of money. And so I think fast forward, really, the word urgency is good for us to have in the back of our mind as we enter this campaign. I know recently we've been blessed with amazing jobs that allow us to be more giving than we were even a year ago. And so as of recently, we've tried to keep that giving heart at the forefront of our spiritual journey together.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true. We've been, with a pandemic going on, we've been extremely fortunate to have very stable jobs. We've been healthy. We've been able to kind of thrive in a time where there's a lot of people that are struggling. And I know that was something that we talked about and has bothered us, that, you almost feel guilty a little bit. So we're working on setting ourselves up to be able to step up in bigger ways in the future, to be able to help those that are a little less fortunate than us. We've had a lot of firsts at First St. Charles. We started coming here when we were dating. We got engaged. We purchased a home down the street. We got married.
We've suffered loss, but we are also celebrating our family growing. So we're excited to share that secret whenever this airs. So we're excited for the future, for sure, of the church.